Welcome everybody to our live stream here on lichess on Twitch. Sorry we're late. We are late, but it was a rough night. I have very bad muscle aches from my COVID vaccine. All right, repunch. It's funny. I first felt nothing, and then around the stream last night, I started feeling really weird. And then in the night, it wasn't really pleasant, but we're through the worst of it. All right, what's up? Friday challenges 7 plus 5 minimum. What's up? Masturbate with the random quotes. For example, you may think to excuse me for I am a chess player, but the who I am is a snotty brat. Who are you referring to? Your last quote? What's up? Astermate. IVYM, welcome. Ooh, happy I didn't play F4. Yeah, I need to not, play just the birds opening. Obviously. I don't want to forget how to play everything else. But it's really important to be creative and expose yourself to, different kinds of positions so you don't become stale in your understanding of the game. I think playing many different openings is extremely useful. You can play a tournament repertoire, but experiment with different stuff in casual games. I think it's important to accustom yourself to be able to play in different sort of structures. I was playing the birds opening a lot lately, which is something that I never really did. Checkmaters, what's up, man? Checkmaters is an old friend of mine. What's up? Glad that you stopped by. Funny. I don't know how funny I am, but you're a good guy, man. What's up? Yep. Alright. Bishop b4. Alright, the Nimzo. We've been playing a lot of birds opening lately. Yeah, Checkmaters is one of the rare visitors I have from my old life. It's funny how little carryover there really is from the real world to like online chess streaming. Literally, I have like hundreds of chess colleagues and friends, and there's been very little interrelation between like online chess and my old chess life. All right. E3 C5. Checkmaters, are you still in Boston? Cambridge? It's good to know some things don't change. Okay, so C5. Yeah, we had some games like this. I play this way with black myself. We had some games a while ago, but it's been, again, like quite a while. Actually, I don't remember now. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Losing my mind. Okay, 92. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people play on the evil chess site. That's gross. Like, I like lichess. Good to see you here. Checkmaters. Sir Supremacy. Well, alright, so that's an important position. This is the Rubinstein variation of the Nimzo. Your first Blitz tournament, you drew me. Then you killed me. I forgot that, man. I believe you. I think I have a vague recollection of that. It wasn't the highlight of my life. You're not able to find my... Uh-oh. Maybe my stream title's off. Yeah, thank you. It's not on lichess.org. Alright, rapid chess challenges on lichess isn't gonna work. Our viewership. I had a really rough night. I had the COVID, Moderna. Hello. I had like a booster shot yesterday, and I felt fine. For like 8 hours right after it, and then all of a sudden, it started to hit me last night during my stream. I was pretty achy in the night. Yes, please. Can I fix this? And we got serious problems here. What is going on? Damn, dude. I don't think my computer likes the hot temperatures. Thanks, Morales, for correcting that. Hello? You're not working. There. Alright, yeah, once in a while I forget, like most people, to put lichess.org. Checkmaters. Alright, what's up, guys? It's Friday. Zora Kaya. Hoping to put myself together today. Pull myself together. I'm not sure this is the right move. I know Asterbate likes it. He loves to put his bishop on e3. You need a space after .org to be visible on lichess. Maybe you're right. I'm having a little trouble with my day so far. My computer is really, really slow. Like, it's got molasses in it. I think it's the heat. Clean your cookies. Nope. I'm slow, my computer's slow. What is it doing? I really ought to like tune this computer up. It's just not good. Alright. I mean, I don't know if it's... What's our ping? 51. It's not the internet connection. It's just probably my computer processes overloading it. Okay. It wasn't a really great night last night. Felt like shit all night. Body aches and my arm hurt. You would think like the half dose COVID booster would be less side effects than the full dose, but it was actually worse. It was actually worse than the normal last one I got. Wow, B6. So I'm not certain bishop e3 is right. What's my other option there though, objectively? I can play like bishop g5, right? Doesn't feel right either. Because if I play bishop g5, he takes on c4, I take the bishop, and then he plays on c6, my pawn is hanging. Something weird about that. I had this position with black against... No. I had it with white. Try working in a hospital. And I don't think I could cut it. If I lose the chess job, I'm going to go to the post office. I always thought I would be a good postman. B6. I guess I just have to play like bishop d3 now. Queen b3 sucks. That sucks. Alright, stick with the marshal. Checkmaters is a good Marshall Gambit player, from what I recall. So that's his strong point. What are we gonna do? Develop? I guess just bishop d3. You know, their black actually has bishop a6. You know, there's another move I could have played, which is d5 c5. You know, now that I think about it, I feel like that was an actual variation I played before here against maybe this opponent. I feel like there was a famous Udasin game. Udazin. What's the way to pronounce his name? In Nimzo books years ago. Queen f3. Queen f3. I feel like I put my bishop on the wrong square. Damn it. Damn it, Jerry. Oh man, that's so sad. Checkmaters. Sad about Jerry. Rook c1 is confusing no one. It's confusing no one, man. Definitely. Man. Alright. God damn it, Jerry. And the reason was you destroyed my rating when we ate Chinese food all night and beer. You drew Spidler and the Marshal? I don't know, man. I remember drinking Chinese. I remember eating Chinese food. Something like that. No, I forgot. There's all these like old stories that I kind of confuse. Conflagration. I don't remember different stories. They sort of merge into another. My previous life. Checkmaters is from my previous life. My last life. Very few characters like are present in my old life and my new life. Alright. Yeah, there's something wrong here. I mean, I was supposed to play bishop g5 or queen f3. How much time did we start with, by the way? 10 plus 5? No, I'm mixing up Chinese food and stories. Mixing up my stories. Yeah. I was better at Blitz back then. We've quit playing Blitz now. This is rapid chess for old people. Queen f3. I was afraid he might play bishop a6. He still could, actually. Bishop a6, pawn takes pawn. Just recapture. You should do it, man. Bishop a6. We don't talk about that. I've got to collect myself somehow. Friday morning. We gotta teach chess. Then I'm supposed to play poker tonight. But I gotta collect myself somehow. Bishop e7, he just does it anyway. Doesn't care. That's fine. Alright. So what was my idea? To go here? I don't know, Scrism. I just make up names. Scrimson. Scrimson is different from Scrism. Isn't that like an electronic artist? Anyway. I don't understand the obsession with rook c1. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting what turns you on about rook c1. There's just nothing on this file here. It's a big empty line. The big empty. Uh-huh. Damn it. Jesus, it's like playing a Grandmaster. Pre-moving 97. How can you be so strong? How can you be so strong? And he's always rushing me, which I hate. Playing people who play faster than me. Honestly, Repunj, I don't understand how you're 1930. I mean, you should be higher. Actually, Checkmaters. Checkmaters running around the 1800s. Should have been a master, man. Too busy chasing girls. Could have been a contender. Alright. Too busy drinking and eating Chinese food. So, but, you know, life is life, and I play on my other account where am I 2056 rated. Your other account? You don't say. That's only under points. What I'm really curious about is how I messed up the opening. I keep thinking like bishop e3 is a mistake, but if it's a mistake, then what move am I supposed to play there? The only other move that makes sense is bishop g5. But after bishop g5, takes, c4 takes, knight c6, bishop e3 anyway. Like, what other move is there for white here? Nils! You want to analyze my over the board game I played yesterday instead of taking my challenge? Anything can be, you know, arranged with a good bribe. Nils subscribed to tier 1. Yeah, man. The suggested donation is $10. No, he just subscribed, man. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we can make a special arrangement. Your sub is the bribe. Yeah, all right. It's a little weak, but we'll take it. I know, I'm so appreciative. Checkmaters is like one of the first of my real friends who actually came to the stream. Real friends. I think that most people who play like real over the board chess, you know, or play live, you know, with in the cafe or whatever over the board world you're playing in, not a lot of it necessarily carries over to online. Dude, knight e4, threatening my bishop. Does that just like straight up drop a piece? Not so easy. This is really freaking me out. Yeah, he's not dropping a piece here because of my stupid king position, and... Or is he? Oh yeah. Kangaroo. Just play faster and better. Faster, better, younger. But I feel like if you know someone a little bit, to answer checkmaters, if you know someone a little bit, maybe appreciate their sense of humor a little bit more. Checkmaters, I totally forgot about that. Where was that? Okay, you didn't play tournaments that much. No, you know, you have all these stories that I don't remember. What? Where? He just like really dropped a piece. I'd be very surprised if this was actually a well-played game. That's pretty late. No, that's wrong, checkmaters. The year is wrong. Maybe it was someone else. You were drunk and you thought I was still living in the United States. It could have been 03. You're drunk and you're starting to like mix reality with fantasy. My 03 was my last Mass Open. Alright, bishop takes e7. We win a piece. Wow, I played a perfect game. No inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. No, it couldn't be 04 either, man. I was here. I was definitely in Budapest in 04 and 05, so it had to be 03. You know, like 02, 01, 02, 03. It had to be somewhere before 04 if it was in the Mass Open. I remember I lost to Josh Friedel in a really funny St. George defense in 2003 Mass Open. I shouldn't have lost. I actually was winning. Yeah, this is actually sound. Wow. The theory is confusing me. What happened here? There's like no games. No one plays b6. No one plays bishop e3. Okay. Everybody plays c5. The U Dawson. So the point is, he's castling instead of playing d takes c4, or the move order is weird. CD4, yeah, that's weird. This is really weird. C5 B6 is a variation. That's so strange, though. So I'm mixing it with something else. What about D5 immediately? Yeah, it must be this. I was confusing this variation with this one. Very similar position, but not the same. I'm thinking of this line. Okay. This is my problem. I'm trying to imagine how I get to this position, but you can't. It's a different variation. C5 is the main line. Look. Haber bomb. Whatever happened to Haber bomb? This is a variation I forgot the theory on. I guess it's not so hot. Another confusion. My memory just sucks. Yeah, it doesn't look like a great variation for black, but this was interesting. Here, B6. Queen F3 was actually okay. It looked pretty artificial, man. 97 is a good move. And he simply blundered. Alright, anyway. Can't believe I won my first game. Nils is sending in a game to analyze. This is against normal policy. Was this last night, Nils? Is that why you couldn't make it to the stream last night? Nils was white. First mistake was allowing the Nimzo. First mistake was getting out of bed this morning. Oof. Alright. So we're going to quickly analyze the game here. Normal policy. The King's Indian. Oh! Mouse. Alright. Nils is D4 player. I'll just use the arrow keys. So, classical King's Indian. C5. So it's option 1 is Benoni. Option 2 is Amarazzi. If black cooperates. You're playing a 7-week tournament on Thursdays. Okay, that's cool. See, I miss the evening chess club style. I would probably play better than in the morning. Alright, so you can also play castles here. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with keeping the tension. I think that a majority of players with white here would castle because you don't necessarily, not everybody plays like bishop e2 classical variation of the Benoni with white. Maybe it happens that Nils plays that variation, but a lot of people don't, including myself. So I can't really play d5 because I don't play the bishop e2 against the Benoni. You're not casting. I don't think that that's mandatory, man. Not everyone who plays the white side of the Benoni is playing the classical Benoni with bishop e2. Not every d4 player. This isn't about being an e4 player. Are we casting? Dude, honestly, the black side of the Marazzi sucks. The Marazzi's just good for white. You're You really have to seriously consider this. Black could play other stuff, maybe. I don't know what knight c6 is, but bishop g4 is definitely a move. Knight c6 must be some kind of weird-ass knight a5. I have a friend who plays this. It seems kind of dubious for black, but I guess this is plausible. But bishop g4. Bishop g4. Bishop e3. What is this anyway? Bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, cb4. That's weird, it's interesting. Okay, whatever. So d5, going to Benoni, e6. Now you played h3. Checkmater said his mother plays the Benoni. You're leaving yourself wide open there, bro. The question is why. Alright. It almost seems like a trap. It's a trap! It's a trap. h3. Now, I don't understand this h3 move. Nils. Like, why do we have to play h3? If you played bishop e2, the pin isn't dangerous anyway. Usually white plays h3 to prevent bishop g4 in the case of like the bishop being on d3. It's like one or the other, but not both. Is this in-depth game analysis, Mule Skinner? This is Nils begging me to do a game analysis because he missed it last night. This doesn't seem right. Oh, I saw this. I feel like I saw one of these games. I mean, it's not that bad. I checked it with the engine. You know what else it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Mamedyarov playing e3 and e4 on the white side of the Benoni. But it just doesn't seem right, you know, and plus like pressure here. So this is interesting. See, if e takes d, because of the potential pressure here, and your bishop's on e2, most players play ed and then go into the lame world. But the interesting thing is that what I always consider this to be like an ultra lame, like only like really lame losers play this for white, like seriously. But it's funny though, if you look at it with the computer, white is actually still better. Even having played like ed and bishop e2 and h3, like this super non-dynamic, like lame looking setup, it's still not really easy for black to equalize according to the computer. Like, let's do bishop f5, castles, knight e4, knight e4, bishop e4. What do we got? Good score for black. But look at the engine, it's like plus 0.3. White's still better. I don't know. Volkov. Not easy to play g4, man. You get destroyed here against a dangerous player with black. I've done that before. Yeah, do g4 at your own risk. So black played e5. This is completely like illogical. The whole point is that he takes on d5, or maybe if black wants to be cool, he can play like rook e8. Good afternoon. But knight a6 or something plausible. Okay, but e5 is gross. So black closes down the diagonal. You're supposed to play g4 according to the computer. Now, the thing is, g4 is a good plan, but normally white's bishop, I guess, would be on d3. in this type of setup. But black's wasted the tempo with e6 and e5, so you could do like g4, you know, knight e8, bishop d3 or something. It's a total transposition. Check it out. Check it out, Wendy. It's a transposition to Makaganov. Tempo down. White won almost every single game. Yeah, he seriously screwed up by playing e5. Uh-oh. Just don't watch YouTube, would be my first advice to you. Arsenal fan, don't watch pieces of crap on YouTube, first of all. Because YouTube is important. Let's see. Arsenal wants to vent. But I don't know, man. I don't think you should just castle into it. Your other option here, Nils, if you don't want to go g4 and go postal, I would say it would be to play bishop g5. You can play a Petrosian system. I mean, h3 is a useful move for white in the Petrosian system. You're not castled, so you're not committed to that. You bring the knight back to d2. You have flexibility. The other move that was played here by the Italian guy, Moroni, is bishop e3. The only thing, I guess on knight h5 you're playing g3. You're going to keep his knight off of f4. I'm not particularly in love with bishop e3 though. I mean, I don't really see what it does. Anyway, alright. But this is just, you know, I think castle kingside is too, it's too like castling into the kingside attack. You digress. White is 0 for 3 here, but they're all like chinchilla against Berkesh. Chinchilla basher. Mikulevsky lost with white. No, 0 for 5. White is 0 for 5 in this position. Wow, 3 people actually played 91. Yeah, man, I don't like this, honestly. This is like the time, one of the times that I got killed by Igor Foigl. It's a check Benoni, but your setup against the check Benoni is kind of lame. Like, if you castle kingside with h3, this can actually be a target. I mean, you just like maybe weakened your kingside. Chinchilla. I would rather not have played h3, to be honest with you. At this point. Can we take it back? Can we take h3 back? If you're going to castle kingside, I'm taking h3 back. Seriously. I like g3, you know, king f1, king g2 in a lot of cases, but not just h3 and castle kingside. Alright, Nils's opponent probably isn't that strong. He's like a club player. Now, surprisingly, 3 out of 5 players here played 91. What about bishop g5? I think I like that better. Play like the chinchilla. You're still... Yeah, I still don't know what you're going to do, though. Chinchilla versus Berkesh. Bishop h4. g5. Bishop g3. Knight h5. Now, what about knight h2? Dude, seriously. Chinchilla played knight d2. That's really his name. But I mean, wouldn't it be better to play knight h2 to give you control of this? And then possible like light square bishop exchange? I'd like to see like Berkesh Petrosian versus Berkesh. Knight f4, bishop g4. It's a little hard to get rid of that knight on f4. But you're taking out his best attacking piece, the bishop on c8. You know, plus 1.3. This is bullshit for black. Knight h2 is the best move. Plus 1.8. So Bearkish was just full of shit here. Beating a random 2200 with the garbage. So this system seems reasonable, actually. There was somebody who played Queen e8. That's even worse, according to the engine. Yeah, so it looks like you should definitely play Bishop g5. Like a Trojan. Now you're playing it more like a classical King's Indian with knight e1. Like, what the heck is our plan here? Are you going to do g4 and try to, like, create a fortress? Like, what are we going to do, honestly? The only thing I can think of is, like, try to hunker down, do the g4. I mean, h3 doesn't help you in the race type of position. But you played f4, alright. Maybe it's better than I thought. So, f4, the problem is for black, he needs to have good control of e5. Because f4 is going to happen, and then you take, and you've got a big fat square on e5. But if he plays knight e8, his knight has nowhere to go. It can't cover the e5 square. So actually, someone here played knight d7, which would be better in the case of f4, because you can drop in on e5. So if knight d7, you probably don't play f4. Knight d3, f5, and now what? And you might be able to play f4. I don't really like the fact the white has played h3 here. You don't want to have had played h3, really. Computer likes this. Yeah, I don't think his e8, his knights aren't really right here. He needs a knight that can control the e5 square. What about taking on f4? That's what he did. Chancellor did. He takes f4. I mean, this makes more sense to me. What are you going to do, though? He played bishop takes. Wow. g5, knight h5. Looks like Chancellor is slipping. The counselor. That's extreme. The Gingy Indian. Alright. Again, I just wish you hadn't played h3, but black's position isn't perfect either. Yeah, that knight is stupid. You could obviously take here. This is such a strange move. You could play this, but there's that and that. Right. I like this. Bishop g5 question mark. g4 was best. I can't see g4 as an obvious move for white. I understand the point. You managed to get very little here, feels like. Knight f6 check doesn't do anything. Oh, this is a nice diagonal. Yeah, he's a little better, but This is so strange. Knight b4. So apparently fe5 is correct. I wasn't sure about which way to recapture on f1. g4, I mean, that's a very tough move to play. I'm really not necessarily on board with this. That's a computer move. But here, maybe you can just build up. Queen f3. Maybe this is better. Oh, I see you're protecting b2. Alright. And f2 isn't great. Maybe. So, this is the wrong square, according to the computer. I mean, both sides played alright, reasonably. I thought knight b4 was kind of a weird move. That knight's always hard to get into the game, though. Black plays bishop g7. His bishop is really strong, but you can't blame him for this. By the way, can you play maybe like queen d2 or something? I mean, you are threatening to play g4 down the line. So bishop's better than the knight? Not really. And this is a draw. But, you know, a weak player can lose with white here. Computer will draw. Symmetrical structure isn't really very dynamic. The knight's a little bit better than the bishop. But again, he really needs like the e5 square. This really should be a draw. And now, like, check that queen out. White, like, wins this game, but I mean, seriously, queen on e5. This was over the board game. How does black lose with his queen on e5? I don't understand. In all honesty, like, how the heck are you going to get rid of that queen on e5? It's just totally dominating the entire board. You know, if it was my game, I would, like, trade queens and offer a draw or something. Just accept that it's a draw. You're desperately trying to win. This guy was unrated. Well, I don't know how that affects ratings. You know, unrateds are kind of tricky. And it depends on the rating system in question, I guess. It's not like he's... It's better that he's unrated than he's like a 1200 or something, probably. He actually seems reasonable. Like, pretty good for an unrated. But I think here, yeah, you gotta like admit the queen on e5 is really strong and trade queens. And then, you know, bring your king to the center. Maybe you want to put your pawns in the right color at some point. You already have like your center fixed on the light squares, so, but I don't know if we have time. He offered a draw with queen e5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think like truthfully, like he's a tiny bit better. Wow. Yeah, what would I do if I was black? That is annoying that he has to put his pawn on the light square here. Maybe he could have tried something aggressive. Queen d4. Queen a7, queen takes c4, hitting your rook. Probably he should be more aggressive. But anyways, he should still be fine. So what's happening here? Bishop e4, queen e4, pawn takes pawn. What's queen takes c4, right? It's nothing. It's nothing. No, it's nothing. This is nothing. Oh, you have queen b2 check? I mean, is that something? It's nothing, is it? Is it something? Shit. This may be the point. Man, he missed this. Shit. Queen b2 check. And king g8, that is kind of surprising. You have here. And you're going after that pawn, or what? Is that it? It doesn't seem like enough. That's not enough. Oh, you're taking here. I got it. No, your rook's hanging. I don't understand. Queen f3. Queen f3, threatening to check and like when the rook would check. But, and that defends d5. Oh man, that's hard to see. Holy shit. And you're threatening to take on d6 with like two brutal passers. That's really tough. I didn't see it either. It's not that obvious. I was focused on queen b2 check, which is not enough. So queen f3 just wins. Damn. Yeah, I don't think that's obvious. It's sort of surprising. I mean, it does go to show like black loses because of his exposed king, which is not surprising completely, but not easy to see it. Anyway, I gotta hurry up. Alright, we're gonna play a few more blitz games. Check. Now what? Well, I mean, if you could just chop on c5 and have a protected passer, you're better. And that's what happened. Check and rook b8. You have check and rook c8 followed by a4, a5. Check and rook b8. Check and rook c8 followed by rook b8. You're almost winning. Keyword is almost. The Elo of the Panda's unrated. But he's a wild attacking player. So black has to play b6. And if your pawn was on a4, you'd probably be winning with a4, a5. But the point is at b6, a4, a5. Black might be hanging on here, just barely. You're not in any danger of losing, but sadly you're not winning. Not quite. He has to play b6. So he like miscalculated, and I guess he thought he had some kind of trick here with like b5. But your d5 pawn is dangerous. Wow. So you guys made all sorts of blunders. Check. But you just have check and two connectors. I guess rook c7 followed by c5 is like game over. He doesn't even have a good move with his king. Check. At the very minimum, you play c5. Your two connectors are too strong. Yeah, this is tragic. Black plays b5. White plays what? Rook c6? And now it's like a draw. I don't know how in the world you won this position now. He won this position. Yeah, like rook d5 is awkward. I mean, I guess white is up a pawn. Yeah, it's not that simple. Alright. Now his king is corralling this pawn so he can go marauding with like rook d2. We're just analyzing this for our special guest, Nils. Yeah. His king is now in the zone, so he just plays rook d2 and starts eating pawns. It's a total draw. h6 is horrible. I guess he wanted to stop this incursion. Black suddenly, like, very close to lost. Surprising if it's not lost now. Rook here. Bijak, what were you doing in Budapest? Oh, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I forgot about that. It's really strange. Like, I didn't see any posters or any kind of... It's weird. I didn't see any kind of advertisement about that. That's so strange. And then it's a draw. This is tragic, my god. So king e6 or king e7 and it's a draw, I guess. I mean, still the white king can try to get up in front. It's not an easy draw. Like king e6, king here, we're threatening rook f5, cutting you off. Black has to be really careful. But he's just holding on. King f7. Check, and you gotta go to the back row. But the classic. Can't make progress. We can't make progress. Damn, dude. Yeah, you didn't deserve to win this, sleazy Nils. But now, you're gonna cut him off with rook f5. Didn't play rook f5. Wait, that's not a win? It's a win. Rook f5 takes, king takes. King f7, g5, no. King f7, g5, king g7, g6. Rook f5 is not a win. It's a draw. So you gotta play king g6. Is that even a win? Jesus Christ. He has check. Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't even know, honestly, like, without thinking this through, if this is a win or not. You're right on the border of winning. But rook f5 doesn't work. He can take it. Damn. So you checked, and you forced him to go to improve his king, get his king across. This is terrible. You, like, forced him to draw. Hey, improve your king. It's a forced draw. I don't know, man. I mean, the only move that makes sense is either rook b7 check or king g6. You're just barely winning. Ah. So here is winning. Because takes, king takes, opposition. That's a pretty nice trick. So if he goes to f8, it's a draw. That's sick, man. Now he gets the opposition. Poor guy. I mean, he like looked at that. He just looked at king f7 and he assumed, oh, I lose the king in pawn ending. But he didn't think about king f8. But logic dictates you have to get the king back in front of this pawn. You know, you can't draw with your king on the other side of the board. He should have found it. After this, he's cut off. Nice. Nice job. Now he's, you know, by the way, like, I wouldn't like let him off the, you have to let him off the line though, actually. Why not rook f6 check? Dude, you should totally play rook f6 check here. Don't like let his king, you know, keep his king cut off with rook f6 check. This is kind of dicey. It's simpler to keep his king cut off. Anyway, you would have checked him. Nice. All right. Anyway, that was a long analysis. Morales is up next. The simple card. Bijak was in Budapest, hanging out, drinking. Yeah, simple card is famous. Been a while. Ruined pubs. But you must have bars like that in Belgrade. Not as many tourists, though, probably. We have, like, millions of tourists here. That's the important thing. It's really important for the Hungarian economy. All the tourists that come into Budapest to party and stuff. You won. That's all that matters. Yeah, but I mean, unrateds are unrated. They're not necessarily weak players. You can't judge the unrated as a weak player. In the old days, like, unrateds would always be weak, but now with the internet, I mean, we can't make that assumption anymore. Unrateds could be master strength, especially if they're, like, from India. Well, Ripun has only played unrated, but I mean, what about it, Ripun? Like, do they have an Indian rating system? Are you birding me? Is there an Indian rating system? Seriously? You say it's unrated, but like totally unrated? There's no like national rating system there? G6. Yeah. Pro. The pro D4 player. I love it when these E4 players, they handle this so well. What was I looking at yesterday? G6 right away. How can the E4 players just learn how to play the white side of the freaking Dutch? How do you know how to play the whites of the Dutch when you're an E4 player? It's just not, it's not right. You're playing D4, man. That's not allowed. You're supposed to be an E4 player. Knight C6 now. We start to see a sign of unfamiliarity. Knight C6. It's a weird hybrid. That is a weird hybrid. Looks like something Arsenal would play. At least he's blocking his c-pawn from influencing the game. You can't speak for anyone else, but a few times with a bad dark square bishop. Study monkeys. You wouldn't play knight c6 here, really? What is study monkeys? Are they like sea monkeys? I don't know what the duck O played. What the duck O played last time against you. Dutch. If that was like a text mistake, I wouldn't be able to guess when it was. I don't know what the duck O played last simul against you. The duck O? I was starting to think it was something about the Dutch. Maybe, I don't know what, yeah, it's a text mistake. What the Dutch you played last simul against you, or something like that. Duck it translates to Dutch, I guess. I'm recovering from my. Where is everyone today? They don't like my stream title. It's boring. Rapid chess challenges on lichess. I'm gonna change it. Rapid chess challenges and unboxing. I still got muscle aches. Have you done any hot tub streams yet, Arsenal? You should do a collaboration with Amaranth. Welcome, resident spectator. Alright. Birds is the words. You've had a difficult week. Taxman. Stop by for a visit. Oh man, this is kind of weird. C3? I don't know, I want to play C3 for some reason, but it looks kind of slow. Cracking open a beer is an unboxing. Wait. Oh, someone was saying yesterday, like, they had a really bad... Some kind of really bad, like, funeral joke. It was unboxing. The funerals were an unboxing stream. Something like that. Heat wave, bills, unruly kids, and feeling ill. I haven't recovered. I still feel achy and weird from my COVID booster yesterday. For the first 8 hours, it had no effect, and I felt like, oh, nothing. And I started drinking a beer, and then last night it was like I felt dizzy and achy all night. Can we not talk about vaccines today? Why? You don't have to get involved. Don't tell anybody. I had my COVID booster shot yesterday. Shh. Don't tell Arsenal fan. H5. No. It's enough from you. Why are you such a psycho? Seriously. How dare you play like that against me? Beer and booster. Booster and beer stream. That's a great stream idea. Boosters and beer. I like that. So he's gonna play H4? I need my beer booster. I mean, I don't have a problem with this. Do you have a problem with this? Morales is such a mysterious player. I mean, I don't know what his deal is. He doesn't play over the board. His account is like inactive. But he seems pretty sharp always. Caveman this. What does that mean exactly? Is there a caveman variation? Hey everybody, our next stream will be the Sunday simul stream. Next week I'm off for a short vacation from Tuesday until next Saturday. The midweek streams will be cancelled for next week. I'm taking Arsenal fan for a vacation. We're going on our honeymoon. No, vaccination, tasting. Vax tasting. Can anyone play with me? I can't believe his moves, man. What the heck? F5? Whoa. Vaccination tasting stream. Arm hurts. This looks like bad news. Any game against Morales is bad news. But we don't know. That's kind of hard to... It's hard to guess if Arsenal's talking about bad news for me or bad news for my opponent. I actually don't know. If Hungary leaves the EU, there's all this talk now that like Orban wants to leave the EU. Like if he leaves the EU, I'm out of here, man. I'm not gonna live with that, dude. I am not staying in Hungary if it leaves the EU. That's for sure. Enough is enough. If we get to that point, then I'm definitely leaving. That's the final straw. A dictator is one thing, but if we EU is out, then we're done. All right. Bad for me. Okay. Well, I feel better now. My bishop on g2 is a great piece, but his knight is now coming to e3. Wait, queen d5. Check. tactical buzz saw that is Sledgy. I've never been to Malta. Sounds expensive. Oh man. It looks like I would move to Romania, probably. How can you play that? He just like no problem. Just straight up played that. Oh, that's ugly. It's made on e6. I didn't even see it. Like, I saw queen e5 check, but after king d7, I have queen e6 made. Okay, so you have to play c6, or, you know, some other, like, really passive move here. Yeah, knight g4, of course, is playable. Morales is like psycho aggressive. It's all normal, right? Knight c6 is a weird move, but I guess it's okay. We're following the creator of the Vulture, Mr. Vulture. Stefan Bucher, creator of the Vulture, against Viktor Kuprajcik, 1996. Nice. Kuprajcik played f5. But Morales played e5. The Vulture. h5. Such a psycho. Why? Do you have to be such a psycho? Bishop g5 question mark, f6, bishop f4, bishop f4, g takes f4, f5, knight g5, knight f6, queen d2, dubious, whatever. Knight t5 double question mark. Oh man, queen a5 just wins. Arsenal was like, I don't like this for you. To be fair, I didn't know if I was better or worse. But Arsenal was certain that I had a bad position. Oh, I thought you said you could play knight g4, but that was on the previous move, you mean? Yeah, here. This has got to be better, right? Now queen b4. What good position. What am I supposed to play after knight c6? You like refuted the Leningrad Dutch or something? A tempo down? You know, just out of curiosity, okay, if I play d4, black plays f5, I play g3, you play knight f6, bishop g2, g6. Is this like a variation? Because I've never seen anyone do this before. Knight c3. Are you telling me like I should have played d4? Basically, Morales would play bishop g7, e4, and h4. e4, f takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, with the idea of h4. Yeah, castles, check this out. The computer says bishop d5 check, but just h4. Something like that. I wonder if I should have played d4. Are you telling me I should play d4 here? I hate playing this move. Damn. No. Dude, this is a huge hole here. I don't like this. Oliva. Who's Oliva? 2500. Castles, do you play h5? Surprised no one has done that. Next challenger, 10 plus 5. Unboxing's not, we're not picking up any viewers. It's a slow Friday. According to the Oracle. Where is everyone? Sometimes Fridays we had a lot of viewers. I guess it's like a summer effect. After knight d5 was bishop d5, yeah. I have to admit, like, I was strongly tempted to take it. I never thought of that, though, e4. Yeah, well, people want to be outside and stuff. Actually, it's really nice here. I want to, like, be baking in my office. You get many sunbathing? Yeah, they're watching me on Google Maps or something. You can see my apartment on Google Maps. Alright. Bob's probably spying on me. The only thing on the rooftop is like bird nests. They're driving me crazy. I had to close the window at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm right across from the city park. I mean, it's nice. Actually, it's really nice. If I had any time to actually chill out, it would be alright. Nimzo. The Nimzo. I had a nice walk through the city park after my COVID vaccination yesterday. No anti-vaxxers. They'll be immediately banned by our pro-vax moderators. G3? That's a weird move. Wow. He wants to counter my bishop on the diagonal. Okay. I have to say that's kind of unusual, but alright. Why not? Looks like he has a weakness on the light squares, but I'm in no position to take advantage of that with my bishop on this diagonal. Double pawns. I'm unprovoked exchanging on c3. I don't know about this. It's a little weird. Yeah, it doesn't really seem right to do that, but alright. We'll play it like a Queen's Indian. This is like the time that I lost to someone on Sound 2 simultaneously ago. Very similar. Where I tried to do like Queen C1, Queen A3. I play poker badly. Yeah, I should go outside. Get the vitamin D, whatever. Still haven't recovered from my booster shot. Feel kind of achy. Supposed to play in a poker tournament tonight. Speaking of poker badly, I hope I feel alright. I don't really feel like playing at like a 9-hour poker tournament if I'm like not 100%. Alright. Bishop e4. That reminds me to check the exchange rate. Hungarian forint is like at its all-time low against the dollar. So I get more money. The good news is, the bad news is there's a lot of inflation, but the good news is that I make up for it by like the forint tanking compared to the dollar. So it's offsetting inflation for me. Arsenal, I like you better when you're talking about economics. That was cool when you went off last week. I didn't know you had such a passion for economics. I guess I could play d5 if we really have to. Well, maybe for some people, not for like the average crazies. But for an intelligent person, politics and economics might go hand in hand. If you care about economics, I guess it's a positive sign. Most nutty people like they don't care. Satanic cult is controlling the economy. No, I was impressed by how impassioned he was when they started talking about economic stuff. I felt like we had a really academic stream going on. It's been years, but I studied economics for 3 years before I quit to study psychology, so I don't know that much, but I'm kind of still interested. I sort of flunked out of my economics classes. Okay, what are we gonna do? Yeah, juice box, right? Oh, he dropped a piece. No, Juicebox is a very intelligent guy too, so it was fun to see you debating, having a civil discourse with another intelligent individual. It's exciting to see civil responsible Discord on the stream. Discord, little Freudian slip. A slight Freudian slip. Civil responsible Discord on the stream. Okay, now this isn't that simple because you have here Queen F3. Can he win back the exchange? Civil responsible Discord. I thought maybe white can win back the exchange. No. Sadly, no. I hit his bishop. I can't. He loses a full piece. Resident Spectre, I mean, the opening is fine. I actually thought your position is fine. massive tilt monkey. I don't know about that, but I don't have the utmost self-control. Because you studied psychology, it doesn't mean you're like Mr. Spock or something, you know? We're all human. C takes d5, E takes d5, c4, breaking out. This made sense strategically. Yeah, the computer says he's like equal here. It was pretty weird the way you played g3 though. Computer's giving you a question mark for that move. It actually wants to take here unprovoked for black. Wow. Speaking of extreme ideas. Well, I mean, there's no reason for you per se to play g3 because you do weaken your light squares more. At the same time, it wasn't so easy to exploit it. Yeah, bishop e4 was the top move. I did something like this, getting myself in trouble in another game with white similar position, colors reversed. So here you can play bishop h3 or maybe like rook e1 and like bishop f1 or something. You got to get out of the pin situation. Okay guys, we have like half an hour left. Arsenal fan? Yes, you could play bishop d3 with my knight stuck on f3 till I castle. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what people normally do. It's not that bad for white. It's a normal variation. Absolutely. Oh, we haven't played this in ages. If we all purchase tinfoil hats tomorrow, the increased consumption of aluminum. You call it aluminium. That's funny. That's like here in Hungary. Aluminium. Would allow Malaysia to purchase higher tariff non-Russian oil. Alright. D6. Arsenal, leaving the theoretical realm behind. University cafeteria served beans. Nice. Don't miss Bean Day. Yeah, B-Jack, don't miss Bean Day. Alright. You guys enjoy your Bean Day now. Green Day and Bean Day. I never miss Bean Day. Slow stream anyway today. Wow, E5. Tempo down. Arsenal, do you play the Kalashnikov? I don't know where to put my knight. I don't even know how to begin to decide like which square to choose there. No matter what, I'm not gonna take on c6 though. Number one thing is not to take on c6. Any other move there is viable. Please don't take on c6. Actually, maybe knight f5. Even knight f5 was playable. Knight e4, knight g7 check. But seriously, no matter what you do there, do not play knight takes c6 and like increase black's control of the d5 square and the Sicilian. We had follows from Prafu and Farhoop and Luna. Are we still not on lichess? I have 12 viewers. What is wrong today? If I had known we would just have 12 viewers, I wouldn't have streamed today. Seriously, what's wrong with the turnout? When is the candidates tournament starting, by the way? Smilefish got a gift sub from Asterbait. Thank you, Asterbait. When is candidates tournament starting? And yesterday, Ripun mentioned that the Olympiad torch relay was starting in India. Can I just ask what a stupid idea it is to have the candidates tournament and the Olympiad at the same time? What kind of a retard, pardon my expression, that's not politically correct, but what kind of an idiot would like hold the Olympiad and the candidates tournament at the same time? They're like two of the most important like chess events on the calendar in a given year. You don't hold them at the same time. One of my problems with the FIDE is this whole like world chess or whatever. Like, what is world chess? Some private arm of FIDE that's like run by some shady characters that's running like the World Chess Championship? That's so dubious. The whole thing. Everyone just like Magnus and everyone just sort of like, they don't even say anything. I mean, looking at golf and other sports that are like now getting a lot of criticism for backing from like Saudi Arabia. Like, seriously, where does the sponsorship for the World Championship money, like, where does the money for that come from? Where does World Chess, you know, it's so shadowy and weird. Like, I don't understand. Is it even like directly connected to FIDE? It was like a separate thing. It's so strange, man. Are some like private individuals making money off like world chess? Alright, I guess I should take this. They should get the Saudis to sponsor chess. Ridiculous. Arsenal didn't grab the pawn. Damn, dude. I was sure you're gonna take my pawn. You think your queen gets trapped? Are you maybe really getting trapped here? Yeah. Well, yeah, UAE is not as bad as Saudis. At least they don't like chop people up blatantly. But yeah, anyway, whatever. I just got on the subject of the World Chess Federation, quote unquote. You know what's it called? World Chess, whatever that is, hosting the World Chess Candidates Tournament and the Olympiad at the same time. That doesn't make sense. You can't watch like both things at the same time. That's just really weird. It's just further evidence that FIDE and World Chess are like different things. Man, Arsenal went off with knight g4. I guess I could have played knight d5 right away, but he has queen takes b2. I didn't want to lose my pawn. Why did I go to d2 though? The original plan was to play queen e2. Asterbait gifting another gift sub to Shaki. I mean, do you have major tournaments like the Olympiad and the Candidates Tournament? They should not be held at the same time. just that's weird. So the candidates tournament starts today. Hey, candidates! I'm gonna change my stream time. No, it's too late. I loved it when, like, yesterday, I don't know, what's her name? The WFM from Sweden, Anne Kramling, was like, her stream title was Candidates Talk. I mean, dude, who cares? Who are you rooting for? I'm not rooting for anybody, honestly. I mean, I guess if I had to root for somebody, I'd have like two different directions. I guess I could root for Rockport because he's someone that I know. Well, I mean, I know Hikaru and Fabiano too. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really rooting. I don't have like a personal favorite. There's no real reason why I should root for anybody in the candidates tournament personally. I can't root for Naka. He's too much of a punk. No, I don't want to see Naka do well. He would prove my theory that, like, you know, I've long had this theory that he shouldn't have done chess streaming if he wanted to be serious about chess. If he like wins the candidate tournament, it'll make me look stupid. There's no way he should be able to play great chess and stream at the same time. I believe in hard work, and I feel like the players that work hardest deserve it. So maybe Caruana and Rockport. Caruana and Rockport, I guess, would be my favorites. But I don't really think, you know, Rockport is stable enough stylistically to have a chance. I'd rather see Caruana. He already proved he can hold, you know, Carlsen. Maybe he could possibly win. I guess Caruana, but I have no personal affiliation with Caruana. I mean, I really don't even know him. We played once, that's all, you know, I really... He seems like a reasonably sportsmanlike guy. I don't dislike him for any reason. I really don't like many people, so the fact that I don't dislike Caruana, that's a good sign. But I maintain my theory that, like, anybody could win that tournament. And the odds really aren't that much in anybody's favor. I don't like the format. You know, I don't think this is the way we should determine the championship challenger. Anyways. I think it's a shitty way to determine who plays the world champion, but whatever. Matches would be way cooler. But that would just cost too much money and time. It wouldn't be as exciting as a completely random tournament where pretty much anybody can win. I think people like the random nature of the candidates tournament. Anyone could win one single tournament. Naka has a legitimate chance. I put him on like 10%. No, I mean, I'm serious. If we ran this tournament 10 times, you'd have a different winner almost every time. I really don't think like one player would consistently win way more than another. It could be anybody. It could be Faruja, Nepomniachtchi. Really, anybody can win in that field. Ding. Is anyone... Duda has had a lot of great results. Actually, Duda's coach, Kamil Mitan, is a friend of mine. He's a good guy. So I'd really be happy for him, you know, if Duda wins. It looks good for Kamil, and he's a really nice person. I don't know, man. I mean, anybody can win the tournament. No, even Rajabov has a chance, dude. I wouldn't say that. If you're in the tournament, you have a chance. Man, this d6 looks juicy. Should I have taken on e7 with check? Famous last words. Juicy. Missed my opportunity there. Although I have queen b4. Oh, you feel like Magnus wouldn't play against him? That's so immature, Magnus's whole bullshit about how I only want to play against Firouzja. It's fine, like, do what you want, you know? But it's sort of random and ridiculous. He's a world champion. He can choose who he wants to play a match against or not, you know? But that's a completely arbitrary statement. Pawns are us. Magnus has never gone against. He's never gone against FIDE, done anything to make waves really. He's totally apolitical. I don't see Magnus making a big revolution. I'm not gonna play. You know, he just plays, gets his money, and goes to the next tournament. Maybe as he gets older, he'll get, more. Become more of a rebel. But I think that Magnus doesn't have enough backbone already. I don't see him I'm not going to play this challenger. FIDE is a totally corrupt organization. Magnus has never ever really done anything to kind of stand up against it. He's one of the only people that could actually do something to change it, and he never has. Alright, free pawns. Collect your pawns here. Rook a8. Yeah, I don't want to give you that. Chess Squid Game tournament. I mean, Carlsen has always gone along with everything that FIDE did. Never really made any waves. He's a good boy. Arsenal just can't get anything going in this game. He almost got me to take that A pawn. Okay, guys. We're down to our last 20 minutes. I'm serious. I don't really want to fix his pawns in the center. Can he do knight takes c4 here? Knight takes c4, pawn takes c4, bishop takes c4, knight takes d6. Bishop takes f1, rook takes f1. Man, I don't know, man. I didn't like the look of knight takes c4. I feel like Ars missed an opportunity there. He keeps trying to get me to take on a7. Take everything. Well, the only thing I could take was take on e6 and simplify the game. But I would fix his pawns toward the center. I would fix his pawns in a duo. Doesn't look that easy to me. I think he should have gone for knight takes c4. It actually looked pretty good. Yep. f5 is interesting. Interesting. But I don't know. I mean, white's still clear advantage. Pawn up. Pawndomanium. Check. Get in the corner. Get in the corner and stay there. I'm loving these nuggets. I love you. Isolated nuggets. We're so close, but yet so far away. F6. So should I trade pieces here? My advantage in material is like proportionally bigger if I trade all the rooks off. Proportionally. King g8. King g8. Get closer to the center. You missed it. Just kidding. The proportion of my material advantage just increased. Man, c5 is going to kill him at some point. but it's not ready yet. Maybe it is ready. I mean, c5. Ooh, there's one move that I don't like. Bishop e5 check. Should be able to finish him off pretty easily here. I can take that a pawn now. Feels like my bishop on h2 is a little bit out of play. What am I doing anyway? I'm like threatening knight b5. I guess that's pretty crushing. Now he's got a check. Snuggle me some nuggets. Snuggle my nuggets. Alright, we've got one more game after this. Ugh. 10 plus 5, that's too long. Don't ask me. It's a really weird sound outside. Like, bong. Sumeher, can you change your challenge to 7 plus 5? Yeah. Don't ask me. Want to change it? Can you change it to 7 plus 5? 7 plus 5. That's our minimum. Bong. Bong. Dog. Dog stream. Damn it, Jerry. Sure what I'm doing here. Having trouble making progress. Plan would be good. Can I trade pieces? Cheesy pop music. Wait. Oh no. Alright, he had enough. That was a fun game. The only comment I'm going to make, I mean, he knows the opening wasn't really correct, but this became a weird Sicilian. I mean, I feel like e5 has kind of got to be a mistake. Amazingly, this happened in an actual game. It's like, where do I go? Knight f3 was best. Knight c2. It's like a sort of Paulson or some kind of weird Kalashnikov. Alright, last game. Sumerian. 7 plus 5. I only have time for a 7 plus 5. I'm gonna go rest, recover. Now we're starting to get some viewers too. Sumerian. Good afternoon, Thomas Treinson. Wait, Sumeher, you're not still in Budapest, are you? I thought you were home. Are you actually still in Budapest? Thomas Treinson. Throster Thorolson. You came back this morning. I love Icelandic names. Alright. Oh. Experimental modern defense. We've got a request to join our team. Guys, next week the schedule is canceled. I'm doing my simul stream and I'll be here on Monday, but we're going on a short vacation for the preservation of my sanity. I need a short break. So next week between Tuesday and no, I think this is an actual thing. Between Tuesday and Saturday, no streams. You'd hope to be more active in simuls and tourneys, but other things ripping my attention. Gripping and ripping. The gripper. That's alright. I know the feeling. Bad modern defense. Now here he goes. The last time Sumeher went out of control and like pushed all of his pawns like nuts. Ripping and gripping. Big family demands a lot of attention. I've never had a big family. That's not something that I was ever really experiencing. Always a small family here. Family man. Knight c5, alright. Move it again. The gripper. The ripper. So, bishop c2? Last time he played like e5 early. In a similar game. No pawn move. You have to get a permission slip signed to give up bishop for knight, Arsenal. Don't forget. Submit your permission slips. You know, it's controversial. I mean, the bishop on d3, you have more space, so you don't want to trade pieces. At the same time, it's a bishop. It's tough to decide that sort of thing. Here's my bishop now. Okay, c6. It's basically a Nimzovich. Where I played like knight c6 and knight b8. It's a transposition. If I play knight f6, he's like blasting me with the e5. Blast off. If c6 e5 anyway. Speaking of the white squares. Bishop takes knight. Permission slip granted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what do we do now? Don't really like what I did with this place. c6 allows e5. Knight f6 allows e5. I mean, maybe it's not such a big deal. Like, knight f6, e5. Okay, do your worst. Knight d7. And now? What are you going to do? e6? Yeah. Ambulance is on the way for my position. You know he can't resist playing e5 here. There it is. It came pretty quickly. Bring it on. Close to getting mated. After e6. Yeah, instant move. I think he's just full of crap, as they say. A little bullfighting goes a long way against Sumaher. He definitely has a tendency to overextend himself. He's totally fearless. But this looks like he's maybe going too far. But I'm not screwing around here. I need to take that pawn. And I have knight d4. Yeah? What are you going to do about it? Knight h6 was quite funky. Particularly good against h3. Thanks everyone for joining me. We will be back on Sunday with a subscriber stream. Sorry, whatever. Simul stream. Okay, queen g4. Threatening bishop takes g6 and knight takes e6. So knight d4, bishop g6 check. Ah, this is crazy. Welcome to the coffee house. He's been drinking too much beer lately. This is just totally bullshit. He's down a piece. Insufficient compensation. Yeah, he's got a pawn for the piece. But the point is, I don't have any bad pieces, you know? It's one thing if your pieces are shut in or something, but all my pieces are okay. No bad bishop blocked in somewhere. F5 drops the exchange. I mean, I think he has a good position out of the opening. White's probably +1. But he certainly doesn't have to do e5. Obviously, he could just take. Right. Would you like to trade queens, sir? How about a queen trade? Do you like endgames as much as me? Yeah, I mean, I'm suspect in my opening. I mean, I think it's garbage. Bishop g4 might even not be great, but this is sort of part and parcel. I had a game like this. did it go? Similar. You know, I think my opponent actually played h3. Was that what Arsenal was saying? No. Okay, so after bishop c2, h3, actually, Sumer would maybe find that on a good day. Another pawn move. Oh, man. Tempting to trade queens here. Tempting me. Attempted robbery. I didn't like taking on g6 and connecting his pawns, so now I have to keep the queens on the board, which is kind of dangerous. Not really what I wanted. To be honest, I could have traded queens, maybe played king e8, but it looks a little dangerous. He has rook f7, he has knight d5. I'd rather not do that. He's lost his way in the world. Yeah, that looks like scary stuff if I traded queens. Now he has this and this. Rook h4. Rook h4. Our pieces are a little bit active. Just slightly. Reese's pieces. Alright. Now you're asking for it. You're really asking for it. Knight d5 is on the way. Bishop e3 is a threat as well. Maybe we just have to live with knight d5. I say we live with it. Sympathize. Knight e2 check. Knight f3 check. Anybody out there? Oh no, Mr. Bill. It's unbelievable that he's surviving here. Check, king h2. Oh no, he's not surviving. Mr. Bill. Thanks, guys. White slightly overextended himself, but I'd like to see where it went wrong. I think White has a great opening. Definitely has the advantage. This has been played. Ernst Lars Carlson. Wow, after a5 it's +2 for White. That's pretty brutal. I was suggesting h3 for White here. h3 f5. Holy shit. That's some serious chess. Okay, the computer likes his move. But he's clearly better. Wow, e5 is even fine. And this is where you went too far. He went too far, ladies and gentlemen. Now he really went too far. It was a good game by me. I surprisingly played pretty accurately here. A surprisingly accurate game. Sledgy with 2 inaccuracies, 15 CPL. The more I play, the better I play. We actually played a good game. I will see you guys later. Dubious opening, good game. See you on Sunday. Thanks, Arsenal, for being a mod. Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all Sunday. Thanks, Astrobate, for your support. 2 gift subs. You the man. VIP Astrobate. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. See you on Sunday. Bye-bye.